this is me, Zot the Avenger, with video games and more. Anyway, on today's show, it's gonna be Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Yes, this is a brand new game for Sega Genesis, and before it's in the tip guides or the magazines or anything, you're gonna see it here on Video Games and More first. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to beat this game and pretty much everything about it. So Mark, if you got that tape ready, play it right now. But anyway, it's a really cool video game. Plays a lot like your puzzle games and everything, and it's really cool. I'm just gonna show you everything about it, everything. I'm gonna leave no stone unturned. So Mark, you got that tape ready? See how high-tech we are? I can communicate with my director live on the air. Are we high-tech or what, ladies and gentlemen? So it appears that the tape is indeed ready right now. Yes, here it is, Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to beat Blake's Hotel and the Ha Ha Carnival. Anyway, the story behind Blake's Hotel is the gang was invited by Daphne's uncle to go stay at his hotel. Anyway, at this hotel, there's an ancient chieftain ghost that's been scaring everybody away. So check out the dialogue right now. I may occasionally speak over the letters, just don't expect me to sound very much like the characters in the game. I don't do impersonations very well. Anyway, at the beginning of the game, they show you these story lines, so that way you can know what's going on in the game. And then in the rest of the game, you have to go around pointing and clicking on items and picking them up and taking them, doing such various things as that. And once you solve the puzzle and mystery, you have to capture the ghost, which can be pretty tough. But luckily, I'm showing you how. Anyway, there's the ancient chieftain scaring everybody away. And now they arrive at Uncle Blake's hotel. Hi, kids. Look like you'll have the place all to yourself. Really? I thought it was busy this time of year. It is, only this blasted ghost has been scaring off all my customers. Ghost? I knew I shouldn't have said anything. We don't believe in ghosts, Uncle Blake. Speak for yourself, Fred. Didn't I tell you this game was cool?
Yeah, this is a cool game.
Yeah, it's really a cool game, Mark, thanks.
Yeah.
Of course he's being sarcastic.
No, I think it's great. I think this is something that is interesting.
Oh, okay, Mark, whatever.
It's not a stupid cut/act.
That's true. With all the violent video games that are out there nowadays, it's nice that you can go and actually pick up a cool video game that's fun to play and not terrifically violent.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, of course that ghost guy is kind of scary. Really?
Music is obnoxious though.
Well, okay, then turn it down if you want. Whatever.
Look at the camera when you talk to me. You don't have to look at the earphone. How long have you been doing this technical stuff?
I don't know, Mark. Not very long. Okay, but anyway, as you can see, this opening's very long and explains everything that's going on. And of course, Velma and Daphne and Fred always take off and leave Scooby and Shag alone. Yeah, right. Let's see how nice that cook actually is. I'll show you as soon as we get inside the hotel. Alright, well then see you later, Uncle Blake. Uh-oh. Alright, so here's the actual game. Anyway, what you can do is go down into the kitchen right there, and you'll see the cook preparing some food. So try and talk to him and get some food out of him, but I guarantee you won't. Mr. Cook? What do you want, kid? Like, hey, where's the chow? You kids look well fed. Buzz off. Isn't he just such a nice cook? Can't you just make us a quick hamburger? I'll make you into a hamburger if you don't stop bothering me. Jeez, what a nice cook. I need a pizza fix real soon. You're gonna need a body fix real soon, kid. Some cook you are, leaving us poor kids to starve. And then the cook decides to think about it. And he says, nah, you guys don't need any food. So you aren't gonna get him to prepare you any food, but you will later in the game when I show you how to get the antacid up in the gardener's room. Anyway, so you can't pull the radio, so push it. And after you push the radio, you can get at the battery compartment. Now this is really important, so open up the battery compartment and take the battery that's inside. You're gonna need that later to make a flashlight. Right now there's a cabinet right there. Open that right up. And there's a can opener inside. Take that can opener. Alright, come on, Scoob, let's get out of here. Alright, so now we're gonna go up to Uncle Blake's office right here. Now at Uncle Blake's office, you're gonna find a heater and a missing book. And those are two important clues. Look at the plaque right there. It says, to Rudolph L. Blake, in many appreciation for his many contributions to the Native American Museum. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, now there's a missing book right there. One of the books is missing. Yeah, Shaggy, you're right. I think that's a clue. Why, it most certainly is. And there's the real book collection. There sure are a lot of books about Indians up here. So now what you do is look at the chalkboard and it says help in big letters. Zoinks! That looks like Uncle Blake's writing. I hope he's okay. Well, if he has help written on a chalkboard, I'm sure he's okay, right? Anyway, so now I'll go and take the scissors that are in the drawer right there in the desk. And close it up, and now take the heater. Now grab the heater and go on up the door and out of there. Now what you're gonna have to do is go up the stairs. And you'll see right there, that's one of those food carrier things that they always have in hotels. Now the dumb waiter is gonna think that you're food, so he'll send you right down into the kitchen. That's the only way you can get down there because the cook won't let you. Now right there is a pot that holds water right there, right where I am actually. So now take that pot right there, and you're gonna have to fill it with water. I'll show you later. Now push the refrigerator, and right behind the fridge, you're gonna see a soda tab. Not Scooby, the soda tab. There we go. Now what you pull the refrigerator back so that way you can be clean and tidy. Now look at that interesting note on the fridge. Eggs, cheese, bread, milk, your average stuff, right? Yeah. Average shopping list. Arsenic? Creepy. So now what you do is go over and push the flour. And you'll see that there are some peepholes. Remember that painting that was in the lobby right there? Well, maybe you didn't notice it, but anyway, look inside the peephole and you will see into the lobby and be able to spy on the cook and gardener and what they're doing right now. Say, shh, listen, Scoob. Did you get Blake? Of course. He's in the dungeon. I don't trust you. I want to see for myself. Then see. Here's the instructions on how to get down there. Okay, got it. Now get rid of that before somebody sees it. Well, of course. No one will ever see it now. Little do they know it didn't actually catch on fire. So Scoob and Shaggy are gonna have to go get that note right now. But first, before you can get that note, you're gonna have to take those beads right there to give to the bellhop later in the game. And take the chili right there. That's important too. Now use the can opener right here on the chili. And as you can see, Shaggy enjoys that chili very much. Poor chili never had a chance. That's Shag for you. Anyway, now go over there and check out that vent cover right there. It says, you know, I'll bet I could get this thing off if I had something to unscrew it with. Yes, and that's a screwdriver, and I'll show you where to get that later in the show too. So now what you're gonna do is use the pot with the kitchen sink. Fill it up with water. And now get on out of here. Come on, Shaggy, move it. Okay? Now, the cook's gonna be mighty suspicious. Get to get out of here before I get really mad. Okay, Mr. Cook, whatever. So now what you do is go back upstairs again. And what you're gonna have to do is go through every single door. Now here's a classic Scooby and Shaggy chase scene. So anyway, now they're gonna get chased around by the monster through all the doors. Now you're gonna have to go through every single door. And once you do that, you'll be able to get inside the door at the end of the hall. Doesn't matter which order you go through the doors, just as long as you go through all of them. I cut out me going through all the doors, so that way we could save some time. So now, as you can see, all the doors open. Cool. Very cool. Anyway, so now we're inside the gardener's room. Open the door. Isn't that a nice looking room? I wish mine looked that nice. Anyway, take the antacid right there. Okay, that'll be very important too. Now, really when you take something that I tell you to, it's always important. Now take the bed spring right there. And take the air freshener right there hanging on the TV. But don't bother trying to take the antenna because you'll get electrocuted if you try that, so. Very shocking experience. Now open the drawer and take the book right there. That was the missing book from Uncle Blake's book collection. So now what you're gonna do is go back down into the kitchen. Yes, down into the kitchen. Again. Isn't this just lovely video game music? Well, not really, but don't bother looking inside the refrigerator because there's absolutely nothing in there, which is kind of strange for a kitchen if you ask me, but what? How did you two get out of here before Now eat the antacid. Right there, select the eat, and then go over to the antacid and watch what Shaggy does. Whoa, I guess he must be allergic to antacids or something. Gosh, kid, you really do need food. I'll get you some right now. So now he's away from the counter, so you can take the key right there on the wall.
Get the cash register too. There's money. Get the money.
No, you can't take the money, Mark, because you see, if you do, Shaggy says that's too close to stealing for me.
Oh.
Yes. So now what you do is you use the pot filled with water on the fire right there to put it out. Okay, now Shaggy puts out the fire and you can take the note. Alright, that note will definitely come in handy when you're looking for Uncle Blake. Now go outside. And there's a sleeping bear. Ain't it cute? Okay, now go to the next scene right there. And see the shed? Oh, first you need to go to the snowman. Use the shovel on the snowman right there. And Shaggy will read him his last, oh, here we go. Sorry about this, Mr. Snowman, but we all have to make our sacrifices for the good of Blake's Hotel. Scooby now is going to go run for cover. Ruh-roh. Cowabunga! Oh, poor Mr. Snowman. Oh, very funny, Scooby. Very funny. Now take the frozen bell. Pretty weird. Now use the key that you got from behind the cash register on the lock right there on the shed. Now it's opened. Okay, now you can open the shed.
Do you want to?
Yes, you do want to open the shed, Mark, because inside there's a crowbar, some gloves, and some weed killer. So now take the work gloves. And right there, the spray weed killer. Now get on out of here. You can't take the snowman hat. Might as well just leave it for a memorial. In memory of Mr. Snowman. Now what you can do is use the shovel with the snow-covered doors. And then after you've done that, use the crowbar. Because they're so rusted and shut open that you just can't get them open by yourself, so... Okay, so now remember that crumpled note? What you can do now is use it on the wine bottles right there. Use crumpled note with rack. Yeah, that's gotta be the answer. Now don't worry about the hook over the hole until later in the show. Now open the locker and take the extension cord right there. Now right over to the bottom left of the screen there's a screwdriver, but we'll be getting that later in the show. So now what you do is use the extension cord on the outlet right there. See where all the Christmas lights are plugged in? Okay, so then what you do is you use the heater that you got out of Uncle Blake's office and use that on the extension cord. And watch this, this is pretty cool. You wake up Mr. Hibernating Bear over here. So now what we're gonna do is go back upstairs to the gardener's room, and there was some poison oak there but that we couldn't pick up before because it makes Shaggy get major itchy. So what you do is use the work gloves that we got out of the shed and use them on the poison oak. Use work gloves with poison oak. These gloves will protect my hands from mega itching. What I'd like to know is where does Shaggy stuff all this stuff? So now go back downstairs. Don't you just love that Shaggy walk? It's just so cool. He's got that whole walk. It's rad. Cool. Alright. Now use poison oak with bear. Now run for cover! Run for cover! The bear gets mega itchy and scratches his back on the totem pole and knocks it over, creating a bridge to get across the river. Pretty slick, huh? So now go across. And you'll see a fishing pole right there. Use the pole and you'll go and automatically fish. Let's see, okay, got a fish. Alright, caught a fish. Oh, nuts, Scooby ate it. Okay, well, let's try and catch another fish. Here we go. Okay. Oh, nuts, Scooby ate it again. Okay, well, you know what they say, third time's a charm, right? Okay, here we go. What the heck is that? It's a Kachina doll. That's right, you didn't fish out a fish, you fished out a Kachina doll. But first, you need to use the scissors with the rope. So now the rope is cut free, and you can take it.
What's that pair of eyes I see there?
Oh, you'll see what those eyes are later, right now. Okay, now take the Kachina doll. Now look at those beady eyes. Zoinks! It looks hungry to me. Better get out of there quick. So now you get the Kachina doll, and this is really important because you gotta give it to the bellhop. But first, before you can summon the bellhop, you gotta nuke the frozen bell that we found. But I'll show you how to do that right now. But first, use the springs, and now he will bounce up to the lights, and now you take one of them. Alright, now you got a Christmas light. And you will need to use this, I promise. This isn't some worthless thing that you're carrying around with you for no reason. Alright, so now, as you can see, the bell is still frozen. So go upstairs and use the dumb waiter again to go down to the kitchen. Alright, now we are lowered into the kitchen. And go over to the microwave and open it up. Okay, now use frozen bell with microwave. Now close the microwave and now use microwave. Mighty complicated process using a microwave. So now it's nuked. Now kids, don't try this at home. Don't ever stick metal in a microwave, cause the microwave is bound to blow up and, well, make a mess, yeah. Too Bessie on graduation day. Weird. Alright, so now take the cowbell and go out into the kitchen. Now the cook's gonna say, "Where were you? I made you a sandwich." You two get out of here, quick. So now at the front desk, the bell right there doesn't work. So you have to use the cowbell. You have no choice, and it summons the guy. Okay, yes, may I help you? Now remember the beads we found in the kitchen? Well, give them to the bellhop right there. Here are some beads. To bellhop. Here's some beads I found. Many thanks, but what I'm really looking for is a Kachina doll. Oh, really? He lost it by the river. He could kick himself for that. Well, gee, it just so happens that I found a Kachina doll down by the river. Alright, so give doll to bellhop. Now give doll to bellhop.
Give him the damn thing.
Yeah, okay.
Just give it to him.
Here's your doll, guy. You will not regret this, I promise you. Now check this out. For a little doll, he's gonna come back with the pure gold, not gold-plated goblet. Wow, what a deal.
I'm gonna meet this guy. I got some beads for him.
Alright, so now take the goblet. Just take it. Alright? And now, sit and contemplate the meaning of this find. And scratch your butt while you think about it, too.
This was a family show.
Uh-oh, what? Okay, so now go down into the basement. And remember that screwdriver? Well, go over and pick it up. Take it. It's yours. Now go back upstairs, and ta-da! There's the trap door that Uncle Blake must have been kidnapped out of. Just go right up there and kidnap him.
He always gets an idea when he walks by that dumbwaiter. He has to grab
Yes,
Scooby.
I have an idea, yes.
Come here, Scooby.
And then Scooby always walks around. Okay, so now we're down in the kitchen. Again. And now remember that vent? Well, you can use the screwdriver on the vent and... Isn't that cool sound effect? Remember that chili can that we ate out of? Well, now there's some termites in there. Use the chili can. Here it is. With the termites. And now you have it. A bunch of little termites in the chili can. Now you might be saying to yourself, why would I need termites in a chili can? Sounds pretty useless to me. But actually it's more important than you may realize. So now, finally, we get to go to the main part of this mystery. Go down into the basement. Down into the secret part behind the wine rack. And now there's some wheels scattered all around the place. So you gotta take 3 of them and use them with the minecart. Take wheel. And now take that wheel.
Wow, it's hard to see.
It's hidden in the walls, camouflaged. And now there's 1 wheel right over there. Take the wheel right there.
Is it a wheelbarrow?
No, it's a minecart. Use wheels with minecart. Okay, now use minecar. Come on, Scooby, let's ride. Oh, man, that looks like fun, doesn't it? Okay, so now go on through the maze. Now this right here is the stinky, swampy part, and you can't get across unless you use the air freshener. So remember that tree air freshener we got from the gardener's room? We'll hang it right on the tree right there, and now you can walk across. Now, this is really dark, so you've got to figure out how to make a flashlight. Okay, let's just see, simple science here. Okay, we can use light bulb with, the battery we found, yeah. Okay, screws into place pretty good, but now what do we use as a light switch? Think about this. The soda tab that we found behind the refrigerator. That's what we'll use. Alright, so now you put them all together, bingo, you got your own little flashlight. Now just select use, flashlight, and ta-da! So now let's see, we got a maze right here. Okay, let's go up here to the right. Okay, now let's make a right. No, maybe let's make a left turn. Yeah, no, wait a second. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's go back and make a right turn after all. That is the right way to go, by the way. Just keep on going right until right there. Then you turn left, then up. Keep on going up, and then walk to the right. It's not a very complicated maze, but it's easier to know where you're going. You may now go down. That's your only choice, actually. So go to the right, then down again. Now go up instead of going to the right. Follow the trail. Hey guys, what's happening? So keep on going up, and now finally I believe we're at the end of the maze. Pretty cool. Alright, now let's see. Oh, killer lettuce! How are you gonna get past it? Remember the weed killer? Well, here it is. Die, killer lettuce! Sayonara, death lettuce. Yeah. Now you can get through to the room in there. Remember that rope that we cut from the fishing, whatever the heck that thing was? Now you connect it to the cuffs. Yes, use rope with cuffs right there. Isn't that a nice looking dungeon? It's one of the better looking dungeons I've seen. Yes. Now go down the hole, and here he is, Uncle Blake. Oh, thank heavens. I thought I was going to rot down here. Now remember those termites that we found? Well, and put in the chili can? Well, now check this out. This is pretty cool. Use termites on Uncle Blake, and he's free. Amazing. I tell you, those little termites are just incredible little guys. Uh-oh, Scooby! He's in trouble! Hurry then, and let's help him, son. I'm not your son. Okay, so now, he's gone! What'll we do? Oh, jeez, this is a catastrophe. Scooby's gone. Better start looking for him. I have some things that needs doing. Oh, sure, Uncle Blake. Yeah, your things are more important than finding poor Scooby. I tell you. This is quite interesting. And he's looking at some funky writing on the wall. So what you do is give that book that you found in the gardener's room, give book to Uncle Blake, and he can translate it. That's the book. Now let me see. Here we are. To have the place of ceremony, goblet in the hands of the statue, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then say some magic words and the medallion will appear. Well, we have to use the goblet at any rate, so don't believe in this magic tomfoolery. Nah, I don't believe. You wouldn't happen to have an Indian ceremonial goblet by any chance, would you, son? Oh, of course, I carry one around with me all the time. Yes. No, actually, in fact, we do, from the bellhop. So use the goblet that we got on the statue right there. And gee, doesn't it just... It looks like it was made for that statue, I tell you. Now talk to the statue. Abracadabra. Shazam. Hocus pocus. You have proven yourself worthy. That was a pretty weird magic word. Alright, now look over there at the tomb. Holy moly, what the heck's happening over there? Uncle Blake, whoa, cool, a medallion. Take the medallion, it's yours. Now get on out of here. Now it's time to go through the maze. Whoa, that sure was easy the second time, wasn't it? So anyway, now walk across the bridge, and the mine car is gonna need to be powered up. So you're gonna have to connect that hose right there, see it right by Shaggy, and connect it to the engine. Then connect the other part of the hose to the gas tank. Alright, now see that switch right there on the wall? Flick the switch. And now everything's cool. The mine car is working. So ride it back up to the top. Alright, now when we go up here, Scooby's going to be getting chased by the ancient chieftain. Now, right now you may think to yourself, how can I save Scooby? Oh, you know that medallion? What you're going to have to do is use it with the hook. Now this is the last part of the game, so use medallion with hook. And Scooby gets off and the chieftain falls down the hole. He's captured. Now who is he? Who could it possibly be? Oh, let's see who the rascal is. Well, it's not the cook, it's not the bellhop, it must be Jim the gardener. Uh-oh. Okay, we found the glowing paint that he's using. Oh, okay. So, and he's not the only one involved. Yeah, like, we saw the cook with him through the peephole. We heard everything. Oh, good job, Shaggy. Tribal police, you're under arrest. Boy, who would have thought that little bellhop was a policeman? You kids did great. You should come and work for me. Oh, I think it should be the other way around, sir. Like, thanks but no thanks, man. I've had enough. Besides, we still have some skiing to do. Oh, shut up, Fred. Alright, so now it's time to go to the Ha Ha Carnival. Yes, in the Ha Ha Carnival, Shaggy, Scooby, and the gang decide that they want to go to a carnival and have some fun. The only problem is this carnival looks pretty run down and everything's either closed or broken, and, well, all sorts of strange things are happening. So what you have to do is find out who the bad ghost who's doing all this stuff is. There it is, the Ha Ha Carnival. Like, man, I can smell the food from here. That sounds good right now. You guys are definitely gonna be sick. Oh, Velma, just mind your own business. Okay, well, here we are, guys. Let's go get some tickets. Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Cool. Uh-oh, what's that clown doing to the tracks? Uh-oh. That's one evil clown, huh? Okay, okay, maybe it's an off night. Oh, sure. Like, that means no waiting in lines. Cool. Hey, rah. It's creepy if you ask me. I've seen off nights, but this place is dead.
Operative words.
Like boring, Scoob. Unhip. Not happening. Get it? Okay. Oh. I'm with Velma. Something feels funny. I don't even see anyone selling tickets. That's pretty weird. Oh, stop being a worrywart. All the lights on rides are on. Let's go. Oh, sure, Daphne. I'm sure that you know what's best for everybody, right? So go off and ride those paddle boats. Let's see what happens. That's right. Not to mention starved. Well, let's meet back here in an hour then, okay? Let's go, girls. Notice the way Fred always takes off with the chicks?
He's not so dumb.
Yeah, Just leave Scooby and Shag alone, I tell you. Oh, well. Okay, Scooby, let's go and hit the arcade. Oh, wait a second. There's that clown guy again. Man, he's wicked. Imagine what would happen if you rode that roller coaster with those tracks off the track like that. Oh, well, hey, Scoob, let's go to the arcade and play some video games. What? No video games? This is the lamest arcade I've ever seen, dude. Okay, the Ferris wheel. Alright, that's interesting. Let's check out window 2. Uh-oh, they're stuck out in the pond. Gee, I guess that's probably the last time they're going to take Daphne's advice again. Alright, so look into window 3. I wonder what's in there. Whoa. I wonder who that is. Anyway, now, where did he come from? Now look inside window 4. There's the roller coaster. Ooh. Doesn't look like it's in very good condition. So now that you see what the park pretty much looks like, let's take the job sign right there. You will need that sign, I promise you. So now go over to the hammer game. Now we're gonna break the hammer. Look at that magnet right there, right by the bell. Is that cheating or what? So Shaggy does not like cheaters at all. So what he's gonna do is go pull that pole right there and break it. Break it, Shaggy. This will teach him to play fair. Sends that magnet flying into orbit. Now that magnet's also important because you're gonna have to use that to get some money underwater later in this level. Anyway, it lands over on the Ferris wheel. Now if the Ferris wheel's down, how are you gonna get that magnet? I'll show you, don't worry. Where's my special prize? Forget it, you cheated. Like, you said I didn't have to use the bell. You never said I had to use... All I had to do was ring the bell. You never said I had to use a hammer. Besides, look who's talking. Yeah, I mean that magnet right there, you cheater. Fine, smart guy, you get the hammer. He wants food, he doesn't want a hammer. Give him some food, like some Laffy Taffy. That sounds good right now. The hammer game, alright. So now, Shaggy's gonna take off and go check out the carnival right here, everything that's going on here. Now look inside the trash can, and there's some bandages right there. So take the mummy bandages. And now see over there, there's a taffy machine. Yes, take some taffy. You are gonna need that taffy, and I think I'll take some taffy right now too. It's strawberry Laffy Taffy. You know that's the best taffy you can buy, you know, Laffy Taffy.
Uh-oh, I need one.
Sorry, Mark, not right now. Good stuff. So now we're in the back lot and go up to do the bungee jump thing. Use the bungee harness and bungee cord. Gangway, everybody, here comes Shaggy. Now see that bucket right at the bottom? Take it. Okay. Now you're at the top of the bungee jump. Go back down now that you have your bucket that you need. Oh my, that balancing bear sure is talented, isn't she? Uh-oh, don't get sliced up by that lion, dude. Okay, use the balloons. This is how you get the magnet. Use the balloons with Scooby. Help! Help! Okay, so now Scooby's going up to the top of the Ferris wheel. Knocks that magnet off with his tail. And falls. Knocks Shaggy silly, and then he laughs about it. Now here is the diving bell. It's pretty boring down there, but you can get some cool stuff. Use the valve. And now, what you do is open up the hatch down there and use magnet with treasure. Love this Laffy Taffy.
Dentures are gonna fall out.
Oh, uh-oh.
For rot.
Okay, so now use the magnet with treasure, and you have some coins and tokens that you can use on various arcade games. Actually, there's only Madame Zelda and... what's the name of that game? Oh, well, it's one of those games where you lower a hook and try and get a prize. So now, here's Madame Zelda. Put the coin in Madame Zelda and see what happens. Welcome, traveler. You seek answers, yes? Okay, what's the meaning of life? It is, ruh-roh, it is. Zoinks! She's gonna blow! Check this out. Cool. Some fireworks show. So now take the head. You will need it. Yes, you're gonna take Madame Zelda's head and look at, did you see where he put it? I tell you, Shaggy, you gotta do, forget about it. Anyway, use the bucket on the faucet. Remember the bucket we got the bungee jump? Do that, and now go in the fun house right there. Doesn't look too fun to me. Anyway, so now we're down in the haunted house. Remember when we were in the boathouse and we took the bottle in the boat? We'll open the bottle and look at the note inside and it says, "Help, I'm being held prisoner in the fun house." Creepy, huh? So now go over to the mummy casket right there. And because you got the mummy bandages and the note, you have to look at both. When Shaggy opens it, he realizes it's not a real mummy. So pull the bandages right there, and ta-da! You realize that it's, in fact, the carnival manager. We thought you were a real mummy. Thanks for rescuing me. I hope somebody would Anyway, but my carnival is still being ruined by that clown. I thought clowns were supposed to make people happy. He's not really a clown. He just wants to be one. Listen, can you do me a favor? Like, no problem, man. Catch him. Thanks. I have to go and run and save my carnival now. Oh, okay. He doesn't ask much, does he? Just, save his entire carnival and, capture the clown. You know, just an average day for Shaggy and Scoob, I guess. So now I'll go back into the funhouse and fall into the, House of Mirrors. So now what you're gonna do is walk over to the right and push the mirror that's on wheels. Okay? Let's give him a taste of his own medicine. So the clown's gonna jump out and say, oh geez, I'm scared to death of myself. And he drops a spark plug. Now, I don't know. I didn't know that every clown walked around with a spark plug in their pocket. Interesting, huh? Anyway, so now get on out of here. And finally, what you're gonna wanna do is go back into the fun house again and fall into the bumper cars. Remember that taffy we found? Well, it actually took from the taffy machine. Use the taffy on the engine. And look, you have an instant belt. Okay, now flick the switch and everything's working. Go use the bumper cars. Now this can be kind of challenging. B button accelerates and I believe A button slows you down. But just bump him with the front of the bumper car. Don't let him bump you. You bump him. Take this, Mr. Clown. Now, it's very important that you win, because afterwards he leaves something behind. Seems like every time you see him, he drops something. Oh, well. So keep on bumping him. He tends to have a tendency to go into a corner and just keep on bashing the wall. So, okay, we've almost got him taken care of. Here we go. Take that. And that. Just a few more times. Ought to do him. Okay. Darn it. One more time. Come on. There, that's the end of that clown. So now he's gonna run away. Just and he's gonna leave a dart right there. Yeah, I guess he won't be bothering us for a while. Yeah, I mean, I guess that he must have an entire store in his pockets, I guess. A dart and a spark plug. They always go together. Anyway, so now go on up here, and you're gonna want to go to the arcade again. Now this game right here, the crane game, that's what it's called. The crane game is very tricky, but with a little bit of practice, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Oh, first we're gonna play the dart game. Yeah, no, we can't play the dart game because first you have to get the water gun. Hi, Larry. There's Larry, the local jerk down here at cable. Anyway, so use the coins on the crane game. And right at the very last minute, you have to lower the crane and get the water gun. Now the water gun's really important because you got to give it to the little kid in front of the ticket stand who's standing there with all the tickets. So take the water pistol and go back into employees only. Freeze! Just kidding. The boss says it's okay for you guys to go back. So, alright, thanks for nothing. Okay, open the trunk and take the wrench that's in there. You will need that wrench. And go take one of those applications on the table. Oh, Larry, he just came in and took some of my Laffy Taffy. Alright, so without even asking it. Okay, so take one of those applications. They're all bad, but that doesn't matter because you'll get a stamp later in the game that can say that it's good. Okay, so now there's the little kid with all the tickets. Now give him the water pistol. You say, guess what I got? What? I won the water pistol first try. Hey. Aw, man, there was only one. I'll trade you for those tickets you have. Okay, deal. Alright, so now we got a whole bunch of tickets. That's pretty cool. Now go back into the arcade and play the dart game now that we have tickets. Give tickets to dart attendant. Now this game requires practice. Your first try, you'll only hit one of the balloons and miss two. Your second try, you'll hit two of the balloons and miss one. And finally, your third try, you'll hit all the balloons. So, darn it, you missed. Don't worry, give him some more tickets. It's cool because you have unlimited tickets and unlimited coins. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get good at the crane game or how many times you want to ride the roller coaster or whatever, because they're unlimited. Okay, so now you hit two of the balloons. Let's try and hit the third one. Ah, nuts, missed. Alright, let's try one last try. Give him the tickets. Alright, I'm sure we're gonna hit all of them this time, so... Okay, here we go. Alright. Pop that balloon. That's cool. Okay, pop the other one. No, come on, one more, Shaggy. Pop. Alright, cool. Yeah, alright. Okay, here's your prize. Now get lost. Okay, you have a teddy bear now. Alright, gee, that sure was worth it, wasn't it? All that time and effort and practice. Oh, well, so now let's go save the gang. Use the spark plug that the clown dropped with the boat. Of course, doesn't that make sense? Okay. I think I can jam it right in there pretty well. Okay, so now you have an electric boat with a spark plug in it. Wow, okay. So now use it with Pond. And of course the boat goes right out there and saves the gang. Hey, cool.
That was the game.
Okay, no, that's not the game. You gotta stop the evil clown. I said he saved the gang.
Oh.
Alright, Shaggy and Scooby, stay here. Okay, like I told you not to say that, Fred. Jinkies, you guys are such chickens. Chicken, come on, Scoob. If we're doomed, we might as well face it now. Gee, that's a real optimistic attitude, huh, Shaggy? Oh, well. So now go into the office and see that rubber stamp that's right there on the desk? Take it. It's yours. And the manager doesn't even notice. He's so busy. I tell you. So now use the rubber stamp right there with the bad application. Doesn't that make sense? So now the application says that it's good. So go into that room back there and paste it up on the billboard. So now the evil clown will think, hey, I can be a real clown. Cool. Alright. Alright, use application with billboard. There we go. Now walk on out of there. And now it's time to have some real fun. We get to ride the roller coaster, but not yet. What you're going to have to do is go over to the haunted house, in the fun house, and take off Frankenstein's bolts off of his neck. Alright? Doesn't that make sense? Take Frankenstein's bolts. So now fall to the right, and there's Frankenstein's bolts, right on his neck. Now this all makes sense eventually, believe me. It may seem like total nonsense, but right, Mark. Anyway, so now you have the bolts. Now go give some tickets to the attendant right there. Give. Notice that video game he's playing right there. It's actually the Scooby-Doo video game if you sit and talk with him. Pretty cool. Anyway, Mr. Roller Coaster Guy, yes? I want to ride the roller coaster. Gotta have 4 riders for the coaster. Nuts. So what do? Go talk to the little kid and ask him if he wants to ride the roller coaster. Alright, so talk to little kid. Hey kid, what you want, mister? How come you're just standing around here? Cause I can't figure out what to ride. Well, wanna ride the roller coaster with me and Scoob? Yeah, that'd be great. But the roller coaster guy says we need 4 people. Scooby here is worth any 2 dogs, plus you and me, that's 4. Alright. Isn't that logical math? I mean, Scooby's worth 2 dogs, sure, yeah.
2 dogs and 7 cats with 3 mice change left over.
Oh. Okay, Mr. Roller Coaster Guy, here we are. Sorry, guy, but the kid is too short. He's gotta be at least this tall to ride. Alright, so you remember those Frankenstein boots that we took off there? We'll give them to the kid. Now, he's super tall. Okay, Mr. Roller Coaster Guy, he's still too short. That's a lot taller than you said before. Oh, really? Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, still gotta have 4 riders, sorry. Like, how about my girlfriend, huh? Check this out, guys, this is funny. She doesn't count as a whole person because of her accident. Now watch where he pulls her out from, okay? Just take out the head and put it back in your pants. Okay, honest, I know I feel so insensitive. God, you guys go ahead. No, wait, I don't wanna. Uh-oh, the kid chickened out. Oh, no. So what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna wait for the little kid, so you just ride. Okay, see the brake lever? Pull the lever. And now you're gonna stop. Now remember Frankenstein's bolts? This is where you use them, okay? You use the bolts with the track. See? So now the track's fine. It's perfect. Now go forward, undo the brake, and do that brake right there. Now there's a shed with a paintbrush in it. All right? So now what you're gonna do is take the paintbrush right there. All right, so undo the brake now. All right, so now we're getting done, people. We're almost done with this game. So now, in the back lot, what you're gonna do is go over, right, and give the teddy bear that you won at the dart game to the balancing bear. And she goes, oh, I love it so much, jumps off the ball and runs away. Now take the ball that's on the ground. Take that ball now. You are definitely gonna need that. That's what you use to capture the clown, actually. So now go over here. All right, go back into the diving bell. All right, and remember that bucket that we filled with water at the beginning of this level? Well, you're going to use that to capture Inky the squid. All right? Now, this makes sense. Follow me here, okay? Use the bucket with Inky. Okay. Gotcha. Use valve. All right. Now, what's something that squids and octopuses both do, all right? They squirt ink when they feel threatened, correct? So use paintbrush with Inky. All right, so now the paintbrush has ink on it. All right, follow me. Now use the paintbrush. Remember that sign that we found in front of the Java house? Now it says, we need a clown instead of we need someone to work at the Java house. Now the clown is going to come. See, job clown. Okay, there's the cart with the lion in it. He opens it and says, gee, I don't see anybody in here. Now, you know that dart that the clown left? Use dart with balloon. Now watch this. Ah, we got him, Scoob. All right. Cool. Let's see who this guy is. Shaggy and Scoob, you did great. Well, it's not the strong guy. All right, like we didn't have a lot of choice. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to see you later. But until next week, actually 2 weeks from now, we're probably gonna have a new show for you. So, see you around, guys. Bye-bye. And don't forget to watch reruns on Monday at 4 o'clock. Bye, everybody.